This video will inspire you, which is requesting you to continue. Aryan was a young boy living in a small, bustling village surrounded by rolling fields and open skies. His greatest passion was kite flying. Every afternoon, the fields near his home came alive with children laughing and colorful kites soaring high. Among all the kites, Aryan's bright blue kite always flew the highest. People often admired Aryan's skill, calling him the king of the skies. His kite was more than just a toy, it was his pride, his joy, and a symbol of his hard work and dedication. Aryan had spent months perfecting his kite, ensuring it was lightweight yet durable, with the perfect tail for balance. One fateful afternoon, as the wind picked up strength, the skies became crowded with kites. Aryan's kite was dominating as usual, cutting the strings of others and claiming its space in the heavens. But suddenly, the wind turned fierce. A violent gust yanked his kite sharply to the left, slamming it into a tall, gnarly tree at the edge of the field. The bright blue kite tore apart, its fabric caught in the branches and its string tangled beyond repair. Aryan stared in shock as his prized possession dangled lifelessly. His friends gathered around, offering their condolences, but nothing could lift Aryan's spirits. Defeated, he trudged home with the broken remains of his beloved kite. At home, Aryan sat silently by the window, staring at the pieces of his once glorious kite. He felt anger, sadness, and frustration all at once. Why did this have to happen? Maybe I'm not meant to fly kites anymore, he muttered. His grandfather, a retired carpenter who had always been a source of wisdom, noticed Aryan's gloom. Sitting down beside him, he gently placed a hand on Aryan's shoulder. "What's wrong, Aryan?" he asked. Aryan sighed and showed him the torn kite. "It's ruined, Grandpa. All my work is gone. I'll never make another kite like this one." Grandfather chuckled softly. "Oh, Aryan, let me tell you something I learned long ago. Challenges are not the end of the road, they are stepping stones. A setback is just life's way of giving you a chance to create something better." Aryan frowned. "But how? This kite is destroyed." Grandfather leaned forward. "Think of this as an opportunity, not a failure. Use what you've learned to build a stronger kite, a better one. With every challenge, there's something to learn." Encouraged but unsure, Aryan decided to try. He gathered the remains of his kite and laid them on the floor. He collected paper scraps, glue sticks, and string from around the house. At first, he was hesitant, but he began experimenting. The process was anything but easy. His first attempt was a disaster. The kite couldn't even lift off the ground. Aryan grew frustrated, but he remembered his grandfather's words. "Every challenge teaches you something," he repeated to himself. Over the next week, Aryan dedicated himself to improving his design. He researched how to make kites sturdier and more aerodynamic. He tested different materials, choosing stronger sticks and lighter paper. He adjusted the tail's length and learned how to balance the frame for better stability. Each failure brought him closer to success. Finally, after days of effort, Aryan stood in the field with his new creation. The kite was a masterpiece, sleek, vibrant, and built with precision. His friends gathered around, eager to see if Aryan could reclaim his title as the king of the skies. With a deep breath, Aryan released the kite into the wind. At first, it wobbled uncertainly, but then it caught the breeze. It soared higher and steadier than any kite Aryan had ever flown. Cheers erupted as his friends watched the new kite dominate the sky, its vibrant colors shining in the sunlight. Aryan felt a surge of pride. He realized that losing his first kite had been a blessing in disguise. The setback had forced him to think creatively, work harder, and build something even greater. When his friends asked how he managed to create such an amazing kite, Aryan smiled and said, "Find inspiration in every challenge, and let it spark your progress." From that day forward, Aryan's story became a legend in the village. People admired not just his kite flying skills, but also his resilience and determination. And Aryan, every time he released his kite into the sky, carried with him the lesson that challenges are the seeds of success. The broken kite, once a symbol of loss, had turned into a beacon of triumph.